Hey, y'all, it's K-Lynne. Welcome back to Flippin' for Change, here with another haul video from the 2025 North Carolina trip. I guess I should specify that. If you remember in the last haul video, we saw this Brahmin bag that I had picked up, and I said that I knew somewhere there was a dust bag that had the name Brahmin on it that I had picked up separately from this bag. So I think I see it on the top of this next little vacuum bag that we're going to unbag today, I guess. So we're doing an unbagging instead of an unboxing. So in the show notes below, you will see information on how you can get in touch with me. So if you see anything in today's video that you are interested in purchasing, if you would like access to it before it gets live on eBay and Poshmark and all those other places, shoot me an email and let me know, because after I do the unbagging, then I have to do the washing, and then a lot of times the steaming to get some of the wrinkles out that don't come out and through the wash. And some, I don't dry a lot of stuff. I just hang, so I end up having to steam out wrinkles. But then I have to photograph, and then I have to list, and that takes me a while. It takes me a while. But so let's get started. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but I love the sound when you open this and it fills and it starts to expand. It's just like, it's a nice sensory experience, I guess. I'm weird. I'm weird and quirky, y'all. I always tell you I'm weird and quirky. That's why you keep coming back, right? All right, here we go. And that one wasn't as satisfying. The other one was like, as it was filling with air, it was like crinkling all down through here. This one was, eh. All right, so again, I don't know if there's any sort of order to any of this. I think I was just throwing stuff in bags. This is going to make me, let's see if I can shove a leg over there to keep this upright. I think it's supposed to be like a creamy off-white, but I think it's going to need a nice little soak in some, what's that stuff called? Oxy something. It's called Oxy something. It's like white powder with little blue beads, and you dissolve it in some warm water. And then I do a little bit in warm, and then I add the rest of it in cold, just because a lot of fabrics, I just prefer to do everything in cold water. But I think that will brighten this up nicely. This is a J. Crew size 2. And this has those little, these are the Swiss dot, right? I'm like starting to get now to where it's been so long since I used to do kids' clothes. I did, and if you've, I apologize if you've heard this before, if you've watched me before. If you have not, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today for the unbagging of what I picked up during my month-long stay in North Carolina. I work in education, so I have summers off. And yes, I had the opportunity to go to North Carolina, have family there, and I spent a month with my family and picked up probably over 400 new pieces, well, new to me pieces of clothing and other miscellaneous things to sell. So that's what I do part-time. Full-time gig is my job at the school. But isn't this called Swiss dot? When I used to sell kids' clothes, this was a very popular style to pick up. But it's very cute little beachy boho vibe going on with the embroidery up top. So again, at Chico's size 2. Oh, I see. Oh, I was going to say, I see a stain. Nope, it was just a reflection on the white of the little blue zipper part. This is Club Monaco. It is a medium, and it feels like linen. Yes, it's 100% linen. So again, just a little sleeveless top, an all linen sleeveless top. And I don't know anything about that brand, Club Monaco, but we'll see. Oh, and it's got little, it's got a little section on the side there, so you can kind of cinch it up a little bit and then tie a bow. That's cute. Like that. A size large, heart sole. This is very cute. Just a little, like, 2-button. Yep, 2-button little jacket. Just sits at the waist. I love the little eyelet trim. It's got a little bit of a puffy little more than a cap sleeve. I would call that a little more than a cap sleeve, but that's really cute. Like the little detail there on those are faux little flat pockets. This bag. Oh. Okay. I may end up having to just like dump this stuff in my lap or something. Oh, what do we have? This is a Columbia. This one's going to need a nice soak to brighten it up too. Columbia men's. The inside tag is completely worn off. It's got those like vented holes all throughout. It's an XL, but it's that like kind of dry fit material. It is a PFG and it is vented. Yeah, so this is just a short sleeve vented polo shirt, size extra large. And I'll do a little brightening with the Oxy. This is good actually to have all these because I can throw all of these in with a color catcher because that little bit of pinkish red embroidery, I do not want to bleed on everything else. But it looks like I'm going to have quite a bit to soak. Oh, I remember this. I think this was a 25-cent pickup at the thrift store that goes from $1 to 50 cents to 25 cents. And dry duck. I feel like when I saw this, the comps were decent. But again, it's just a vented. This is good for summer through fall because it is the long sleeves. And like I personally, when I go to the beach, I'm completely covered. Long sleeves. And well, I do have capris. They go down like mid-calf. But I had melanoma several years ago, and that was enough to cancel the sun worshiper in me forever. So that was like a whirlwind within probably 45 days from getting a skin check to having surgery. But all over that now and happy to be done with it. But so I wear, that was all to say, I wear long sleeves all the time if I'm going to be like out for the day. But got home, and I think it was when I was packaging everything, I noticed right there on the back some little spots and stains, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that is. So I just have a feeling that's probably not coming out. It's in kind of a weird spot on the side. So I don't know if it's rust maybe rubbed up against something when he was on the boat fishing or what, but so that will probably end up being discarded or recycled. This is Kim Rogers size large. Again, just a real cute little cap sleeve spring summer shirt. Beautiful floral pattern. It does have the little like, I don't know if you can see, it's got like the little eyelet holes, and then it's also got this fun little like, it's the same, it's not a separate ribbon. I mean, it probably is, but there's a good example of it right there. It's just got like the same fabric color, but that's all like raised, done almost like a rickrack ribbon all throughout. So I thought that was cute. Kim Rogers, I was completely ignoring for a while. And then I realized that actually some of the prints can do fairly well. And by fairly well, I mean, if you're picking something up for 25 cents to $1, which was the average cost of most of what I was picking up, I don't mind if something's only going to sell for 15 to 18 because I only paid maximum $1 for it. I think this was for me. I brought back, you guys, I do not need, so first of all, native Floridian, transplant to Virginia. Okay. So no seasons, and winter, which is like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks in January where it's cold in Florida, to actual seasons. And winter is where it gets sometimes like bitter cold, below freezing wind chills, right? So I have quite the jacket and hoodie collection. I brought back so many of these. Well, I don't know if I brought them all back. I think most of them ended up staying behind, but I found, actually this one might have been to sell because this one looks very large. I found probably 5 or 6 of these that I was like, I can't make a decision. So I'll wear them over this fall and winter, if I have all of them. And then I'll make my decision based on that. And what I don't want, I can resell. That's the beautiful thing about reselling. This is a Columbia, and it is a men's extra large. It's just a fleece zip up. No hood on this one. Columbia Cross Terra, it says right there on the front. I do love the color on this one though. So probably one that it looks like it would be a little bit too big for me, but I will still try it on and see because it's very cozy and it looks like it would be very comfy. It does have the front pockets and it's got a little cinch in on the side. So I'm gonna throw that one way over there so I can try it on. It has to be washed either way, but oh, here, this one was I just thought it was cool. I just thought it looked nice. Isn't that beautiful? So the Last Frontier, Alaska. This is actually, I believe, if I remember right, a cruise line. Holland America. Yes, you're probably not going to be able to see that because the lights are so bright. I brought an extra light in. It's an extra large. It's got the Holland America Cruise Line little symbol there. And so this was a Goodwill pickup. Still has the tag on it, but isn't that just so beautiful? If it had a kangaroo pocket, it would be going in my closet. But I cannot wear a sweatshirt without pockets. So, but I did notice that Alaska themed things do okay. So picked that up. A pair of men's shorts. Nope, women's. Gloria Vanderbilt Amanda shorts, size 16 in a nice little, very, very fine gingham plaid. Maybe they'll look a little nicer for you if I at least zip them up. So there you go. Just some Gloria Vanderbilt Amanda. Not the greatest as far as sell-through. They sometimes can take a while. I find the larger sizes, for me personally, they do pretty good. They're $10 to $12 items. So if I had to pick these up at my local Goodwill, they're probably, I don't even know, actually did go in my local Goodwill last week looking for a very specific item, a picture frame. Totally forgot to look at the clothes to see because I wanted to compare what the pricing was in my area. A year ago, I think all shorts were $6.99. Maybe they are still, but I would not pick these up at my Goodwill. But if I can get them for $1 or less, which is what almost everything I picked up in North Carolina was $1 or less, then I will pick those up because for me personally, they sell pretty decently. As far as they don't sit for a terribly long amount of time. These are Redhead Brand Company, size 36 men's cargos, kind of like cargo shorts. Yeah, they've got the side cargo pockets, but they zip like this instead of being an actual pocket on the side. So these are very nice. A little too big for my son, so these will go in the eBay store for sale. Oh, I remember I did get these at Goodwill. Yep, there's the Goodwill tag. I think they're both extra larges. Football season is coming up. Oh, good, it is. It is buttoned. This is UG Apparel. This is it's not an extra large. It's a 2X Clemson. Beautiful orange and purple colors in this absolutely gorgeous plaid shirt. And then to go right along with that, we have the orange long sleeve. This is by Pressbox, is the brand on this one. I hate that when I put these all in here, I don't know why I didn't button. I probably just wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about that this was going to be annoying for a haul video. But it's kind of fun. Like, I don't want to go through the bags because, I've been back. Well, I started shopping all of this stuff like 5 or 6 weeks ago when I first got there. So it's kind of like a surprise to me too, Anyway, here's that Pressbox 2XL logo. And here we've got the paw and Clemson embroidered right there. And then somewhere else, yep, right there on the sleeve is Tigers. So another nice, thick, long sleeve. It's beautiful. The quality of that is really, really nice. So that'll be great for football season. And here it is. It's overkill for the little clutch that I have or the little wristlet. But here's the Brahmin bag. So if you were not here for story time on the first one, I don't even remember where I got the bag. I just remember somewhere I saw the bag and I was like, I mean, I don't have any of those at home to use it, and did something else for a while. And then I went back and was like, just in case I ever come across one of this brand, let me just go ahead and get this little dust bag. And not even a week later, I came across this in a thrift store and thought, well, hey, I've got it's like I said, it is overkill for that little bitty clutch, but there, I just feel like it'll make the clutch even nicer for someone, maybe a little more desirable. I don't know. So I was excited to find that. Oh, here is an absolutely adorable little Carhartt size 5 little plaid. Oh my gosh, is this the cutest? So y'all know I don't pick up a ton of kids' clothes anymore. Kidizen was my main clothing selling platform for kids' clothes. I did really, really well on that years and years and years ago. It folded a couple years ago now, maybe 3 years ago. They folded. They're no longer around. So eBay Kidizen prices, I could get 2 to 3 times eBay prices for kids clothing. On eBay, if you're doing kids clothes, if you don't have the top tier brand names, what's one of them? Peppa, I can't remember. But there are some brand names that still fare very well. Some vintage children's clothing fares very well, but I would say 90% of kids' clothes on eBay, you're having to, if you're not getting them for super duper cheap, like fill-a-bag sale prices, it's just not worth it because people just want to pay next to nothing on eBay for kids' clothes. So, but I will pick stuff like this up because I love to pair these with overalls. So how adorable with these. I don't have any Carhartt overalls currently. When I get those, they tend to sell very quickly. So I may hold on to this in the event that I get a pair of Carhartt overalls or a pair of Carhartt jeans for boys, or I might just pair it with an Oshkosh. I mean, why not? Or a John Deere overalls or something, but super cute little plaid shirt for a boy. I showed you guys in the last one, I always pick these up when I see them. So if I had to guess, these were probably at a fill-a-bag. And they are just the little diaper covers. So I like to pick them up. I like to pick up the solid colors. I like to pick them up. Like this has those little Swiss dots all over it. And then this is just a basic pink and white stripe, but it does have the little ruffle around each leg. So, and this is something I might pair this with an all white shirt that has some pink embroidery, or an all pink, shirt or dress, baby's dress, that has little white accents or something. So I have literally a banker's box with tons of those in it. And so when I find dresses, I'll go there and see if I have a little bloomer in the same. It just makes the dress more desirable. These are some Levi's 501 jeans shorts, little cut-offs, little short shorts, and these are a size. I don't know. Should be on one of these. Oh, here it is, under here. Did I get jean shorts with no size on them? Because if I did, they're just going to go right back to donation. There has to be. Oh, W31. Does that mean waist? So these are a 31. What happened to the days when they used to put it on that tag? Anyway, I think they're a 31. Of course, in all of my clothing items on eBay, I measure. I take all measurements. This is another Columbia, size medium, and it's just a really nice, I don't think it's green. I think it's more on like a khaki tan color gingham plaid. So just a nice button up. Nice little Columbia button up. Probably won't bring a whole lot, but again, I paid, this was pink tag. It says $3.99, but at this particular family store, thrift store in North Carolina, this day I remember my sister and I went, pink tags were 25 cents. So that will absolutely be a pickup at 25 cents. And then there was this that I saw and I just took a chance on it. I think it'll do all right. I'm hoping it'll maybe fluff up a little bit when I wash it. And it is vintage Lacoste hand towel and bath towel. They're in really nice shape. There's the tag. So no stains or anything, no damage that I could see to it. Very nice condition for a couple vintage items. And you might think it's kind of strange, but yes, people actually do buy used vintage towels and sheets and things like that. I sold a pair of, what was on the pillowcases? The last vintage pillowcases I sold were unicorns. And I think I sold those for, I don't even remember. I'm going to say in the neighborhood of $40. But I had a pair. I can't think of what was on it. No, it was one pillowcase. It was one vintage pillowcase from the 80s. I can't even remember what was on it. Probably some kid's character. And I sold that one pillowcase years ago. Probably wouldn't go for as much now. But years ago, I got almost $65 for a pillowcase just because it was vintage. And if I had to guess, it was probably Care Bears or Smurfs or something like that, you know. I think that's it for this bag with the exception of my own personal beach towel that I took with me that I threw in there because it was the easiest way to get it home. So that's it for that video. I don't have any other little small bags to go through like we did in the last one. I do have one that is primarily corduroy. I could do that one now. Maybe I'll check my time and see how we're doing. I don't want this video to go as long as the last one, so I'll be right back. So it looks like I'm at around the half-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and maybe I'll record the corduroys next because that'll be a super quick video. So you'll probably see me in the same outfit in the same place with the same haul pile next to me because I'll probably throw that on top of it and then sort my laundry because I'm in the process of getting that stuff done too. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Again, check the description box below for contact information on how you can get a hold of me if there was anything in today's video that you were interested in, or if you just wanted to say hello, or if you just wanted to say, girl, do more videos or whatever. Like, where have you been? I know. I'm still having editing challenges. I'm working on it. I'm actually currently recording on a broken phone, but hopefully that's going to benefit me when it comes to doing these recordings. I'm having major storage issues and I'm having major Chromebook issues with the Chromebook not being able to read anything larger than like 2 gigabytes, which is like a 15-minute video. Well, y'all know, because you've been here for a while. If you have been here for a while, your girl is long-winded. I don't do very many 15-minute videos. So I will see y'all in a couple of days' time, probably with a very quick, maybe that'll be a 15-minute video corduroy haul. Until then, I'll just see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.